Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and for my new subscribers, I'm so glad you're joining us. My name is Yvonne. In today's video it's already part 7 of the Accordion Journal, and this is the second signature, and I prepared some items because this already is covered in other videos, and I want to start right away. I'm going to make a tag in this ledger paper pocket, and I selected some papers and an image paper clip. I just glued some, it gave an indentation, the paper clip, but I can cover it up. It's just plain light blue paper stuck on a bit cardstock, 200 GSM cardstock, and this is normal copy paper in blue, and that will be the back for journaling, and maybe I add some little things. And I already prepared, because if you follow me longer, you know I can think way too long about the details on which paper where, and I don't want to bother you with that. I'm going to ink edges, so I'm going to put this near me. I chose this image. I have it in a postcard. I bought it and I scanned it and made it a bit smaller. There are new cards, but of made like they are vintage. And I want to use this because I didn't use it in the journal yet, and I really like this blue design, and I want to use some numbers like that, and then the image on there. I want to tear this a bit, not too straight, and then I want to put this over there. Oh, I have to cut it a bit shorter because I don't want to lose the dog. Cover up the dog. That's not what I want. This is a kind of dog we used to have when I was a kid. In Dutch it's a tackle. I don't know what it's called in English, but we had they are in different versions, and ours was a very small one. There are some that are very small. An uncle of mine had them and sold them, so a lot in our family had this kind of dog. I'm going to ink this a bit, and I'm going to use distress oxide for that, because if there's any white peeking through, I already have some inking on there, because the paper is very white. And later, when everything is stuck down, I'm going to ink a bit more. The Christmas crafting is in full speed ahead, in full speed on YouTube, and I really enjoy following the crafters. Although I'm not making anything myself, that doesn't matter. I love watching what others create. Did I want it this way? Then there will be more. No, like that. I'm going to cut the white. Yeah, so there are lots of beautiful ideas when you want to craft for Christmas. And the A to Z Christmas challenge from Rachel and Bella and Journals in Time. So that gives a lot of inspiration and and craft ideas. I hope there is enough light. Just when I started filming, it's getting a bit more dark because the complete morning we had sunshine. And I'm still loving the sunshine. Do I want the numbers exactly there. How high is this going to be? And then it's just a bit, can I get a bit higher? I want as much numbers as I can. Yeah, like that. Then I know where I have to start gluing, about there. And I don't want this black line here. There, I don't mind. I'm going to leave the rest of the paper, it's okay. So I'm going to put glue all over it, and then if there's too much glue, I can always, yeah, it has to be cut anyway, so it doesn't matter. I hope you're fine and still well. They said on TV that the corona sick wave is already over. So yeah, I didn't expect that because winter is still has to start. So it's a bit strange. How much is it there? I have to watch that I don't have all the glue here. Fit this again. Yeah. Make this up a bit. That it stands. Yeah, I think I'll take the oxide because I want it to stand out a bit against that vintage paper. They're both vintage papers, so yeah, so I was very surprised that the corona wave was already over. I'm taking my vitamins and I very hard hope that I won't get corona once again. I had it once. We both did, and once is enough. Because that time we both, were pretty sick. Not hospital, but we did. Oh, I don't want to fold it over to tear it, because there's glue there. So I'm going to cut it because I can always roughen the edges of the tag later. Now I have glue on my scissors, but I can clean that with a little nail polish remover. It's very easy to clean your scissors, and if you have a dishwasher, it's even more easy because you can put the scissors in the dishwasher. And that's with the nail polish remover. That's how I clean my needles from the sewing machine also. When they're a bit sticky because I always glue my items and then I'm sewing. And then the glue really gets off very good. Now the blue one, like this. Let's just see how I want to, I just want to tear it a bit. It doesn't have to be much, but I don't want the straight edge. Oh, that flower is completely gone. That doesn't matter, but then I know I need to start tearing here. So yeah, at the moment we are glad we don't know anybody who is who has corona or yeah, or who is ill. My daughter and my granddaughter, they were sick with the flu last week, but luckily it was a couple of days and then they were fine again. So that's good, because nobody wants to be sick. Yeah, I really like this design. That down. I'm going to try to be a bit quicker. So I have a lot prepared in this signature, and then I want to check what I want to do exactly in the signature. Yeah, I have a third signature I still have to look at, but I thought maybe I can already sew in the signatures, because it's not always necessary to decorate first and then sew in. Sometimes it's easier, especially when you want to sew things. Then it's easier if the pages aren't sewn in. But now I'm doing decorating I could have done when the signatures are in the journal. So I'm going to check if maybe I can already sew them in. Then it starts to look more like a real journal. Now they're all just parts. This is already so beautiful, a digital and just a vintage paper or a book page or something like that. Not everyone has vintage papers, but I was, a couple of times I was very lucky to find it very cheaply, especially my music, my vintage music books. We have one second-hand bookstore, and there I found some great finds. So, but I haven't been there the complete Corona time. They were closed because it's run by volunteers, and they're all yeah, I have to be careful not to say old, but older people. They're all with pension, that age. Oh, the picture has to go under there. So. And so because they have that vulnerable age for Corona, they were closed the complete 2 years. Let's see how I want this. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to cover anything further of the image. Yeah. And now, yeah, we are already nearing this year's end, but I still haven't gone there to check if they have some real old books. Some more, because yeah, normal books I have plenty and I don't need more, but more the specialty books, because I also found an atlas, and it's real vintage. It's beautiful. If the person that's was at the register. She loved it, and if she knew I was going to take pages out of there, she would have been appalled, I think. But yeah, I'm reusing them so they still have a life, because otherwise they would be just somewhere in a bookshelf. And yeah, I see it at my father's house. He's 91 and he still has books, but he never looks in them. They're just standing there. So yeah. Now the books we use with crafting, they get used. So yeah. And a lot of people just throw things away. So yeah. There always will be different opinions. And that's okay. But I was very glad to get the atlas and all the large books, or yeah, the larger books or more pages in it or something like that. They're €3. So it was a real bargain also. Yeah, let's see. I want to do toppers or things later, because I always think about that also way too long. And because now I would doubt which color do I want. So I'm going to leave this at this, the way it is now. And I think I want just a bit of something on the back, because it's very simple. But on the other hand, I want the recipient to really have lots of space to add her own journaling, her own thoughts, her own images and pictures. So I want to leave plenty of room, but it needs something here. So this is the final result. Beautiful image. Yeah, love it. I think I'll put a word or something there, but those are final touches and I can always do them later. So this will go. Yeah, the light is still okay because it's still getting darker and darker. Oh, it's much more tight than I thought. Let's see how that is possible. Otherwise I have to put it somewhere else. Oh, it's fine. Maybe I glued this. That's why I lots of times I use double-sided tape. Then you know exactly what you're missing from the page. Yeah, it's snug. And now when this is closed, the flap, she's just peeking out. And I want to do some little adding there and maybe something here. I don't know exactly what. I folded that over, so yeah, I can fuss with that anytime. This page I don't know yet, so I'm going to leave it. It's askew. No. That's why I think it's better when I'm going to sew it in, because everything's shifting, and this I want to leave, the book pages. Here I want to do something. On this page, the blue one, I'm going to take it out and put this to the side. I'm going to use this as a flip out. I thought about just gluing it and then it can be a tuck spot, but yeah, I changed my mind. I want something colorful there, and then there's a lot of writing space and you can hide a lot. This is yeah, a kind of handmade paper, cotton paper. I bought it yeah, see, yeah, the structure is here. And then I embossed it with the numbers. I thought it suited this journal. And I want this paper. I really like this paper. I want to use that as a hinge. And on the other side I already have something that I want to do. This I folded up just for some extra interest. I'm going to take this off because it's annoying now. We'll come to that later. Yeah, I'm going to stick this down first. Where do I want the real edge? Yeah, I want it like this. So I'm going to fold it over. Yeah. So I know about where this is going to be. Yeah. I'm going to do one side first. Yeah, I'm still checking the light because yeah, for the rest, not that much exciting is happening in our lives. I always like to listen to yeah, stories of other creators, what they're doing, and yeah, what their life is like. I did accomplish a little thing with my granddaughter. Yeah, if you follow me longer, you know, but my son-in-law is Indonesian, and they lived there for 5 years. My daughter lived there for 5 years, and yeah, now they last year they decided to move to the Netherlands. Yeah, because the future options, especially for the children, are much better. Am I looking this right? Oh my God, I have the wrong side. Ah, I'm not paying attention. Oh. Let's see if I can remove this. I think I'm lucky. But yeah, they moved to the Netherlands last year, and because everything was so new and so different, especially and they brought the two children, and they're both born in Lombok. And especially for my grandson, who was 4 at the time, almost 4, it was really getting used to a complete new situation. And that's why no, not my grandson. Oh, I have to pay attention. I'm sorry, guys. This is a bit difficult to talk. I'm always in awe when creators can very easily make a spread and have a conversation. I think it's so great that they can do that. For me, it's a bit more hard. Then. No, again. Oh my God. What is it? I have to do it like that. Oh dear. Yeah. Whoa. 3 times charm. So my daughter started working last year immediately. She had no problem finding a job. And my son-in-law stayed home with the children, and yeah, Liam of course started. They came in June, and um, in September he started school, and yeah, my son-in-law, yeah, he took care of the children, and it was a bit easier also for my daughter, because she hadn't worked since school, because in Indonesia she couldn't work. It's not allowed, or the company has to pay the work permit, and it's very expensive. So yeah, almost no company does that. Sometimes in tourism, but yeah, they lived in the city, and yeah, there's not that much tourism there. And my son-in-law, I didn't want to do it this way. Oh, I'm completely fucking up. I'm going to leave it like this, but I'm going to put a strip here. That was the option, my intention, to put it here, and then you could see the complete numbers. But yeah, I do like it. How does it look in here? Because it's, yeah, I do like it. I'm going to make it double. Oh my, I'm not a good speaker and crafter. Let's see if I have another strip left. This, but it's not very wide. Maybe another one. I also like this paper, because then I can tear it a bit more. This is so straight, I don't like that. And if I'm going to tear these edges, it's too small. But I have another piece, but I do like this. Why not this? Yeah, I'm going to use this. Yeah, so my, Prima, it's easier. He took care of the children, and it was good for my daughter, so she had not to worry about that, and she could go to work. And when she got home, dinner was ready, the children were taken care of, so yeah, that's great. But now, the 1st of November, he started working for 3 days. Again, just taking it slow, and getting used to getting up he's used to getting up early with taking the children to school and everything, but it's different when you work, and it's so different from his home country, everything. So the children have to go to daycare, or Maya has to go to daycare 2 days, because the 3rd day my son-in-law works, my daughter has her day off, so then she can take care of the children. So two days daycare, and it's at my daughter's work, because she works at daycare, so she can take Maya to work, and then those 2 days I pick her up a bit earlier, because my daughter has to work late. And then because I pick up Maya, she eats with us, and when my daughter picks her up again, then when they get home, Maya is already finished, has everything done, has eaten, and it's her bedtime then, so it's a bit easier. And she has a stuffed animal at home when she goes to bed. And when she started, before Prema started work, I looked after Maya for 1 day in the week, so she would get to know me better, and yeah, just for future that she would be able to sleep here and be okay with that. So then she could choose a stuffed animal as a gift, and she could sleep with that stuffed animal here, so her own stuffed animal could stay at home, because when that's getting lost, then she wouldn't sleep at all. So now, because of the work for Prema, she has to sleep at school, because yeah, she stays there a complete day and she has to sleep there. So I was yeah, training her to be okay with a third stuffed animal to take to school to sleep there. And this week I succeeded in that. The second time, the first time when she slept there, no, she had to take her stuffed animal from home, and she was crying, my daughter told me. But the second day already, when I picked her up, first thing she said, yeah, first, hi Oma. But the second thing, when we were on the bike, Oma, present, she said. So I looked in her bag and I saw the stuffed animal I suggested she take to school to sleep, and she slept with that new stuffed animal. I was so proud of her. She's 2.5, and yeah, it's great that she learns to make a difference. It doesn't matter if you just have one thing you feel comfortable with, and that you can go to sleep and feel good. So I was very proud of her. She got a little bag. The Poppet is very popular here with children. And she got a little bag with Poppet on the front. And she loves unicorns, and it's the unicorn shape. So she was so excited to receive the present. And yeah, I was very glad. I thought it's easier. So the stuffed animal for sleeping at home is safe. Yeah, that's nice. So that's this page, and I'm still thinking, because what I wanted to do on this side, I have this punch from Memory Keepers, and you can add things in there, and you can choose shapes. And I saw it, Heather from Rosehill Paper Cottage, and she made the holes here, and I really like it. So I'm going to do it now. Yeah, really like this, the way it flips. Yeah. So I'm going to guess a bit the middle. That's strange, it doesn't look the middle, but I think it has to be. And now I always have to think. Yeah, I think like that. And put it on that spot. Push again. Yeah. I didn't use it for a long time, so I had to think again. And now like this, because then I can put it over the mark. And I can crumble them up a bit, like it's really torn out of a book. I really like that effect. Put that to the side. So this is, yeah, I love it. Yeah, and then I can crumble some up. Yeah, really like it. I'm going to show you how it fits in the journal, but I'm going to do this side because now we have it here. On this side I want to put this image also as a flip, and because, yeah, of course now you see the white side, I'm going to do it like this, and then there's a lot of writing space. And maybe I can, now I'm thinking I can put a pocket there. So this is the first step. I'm going to glue it here. Or, no, I'm going to put it in the middle. Just putting glue about here. Just make a little mark so I know where the glue is going. I need more glue anyway, but it doesn't matter. This is my glue piece. Using the wet glue, yeah. I always use all kinds, the tape and the wet glue and the glue stick. Just what I feel that is handy. So, putting that there. Am I in frame? I'm not really paying attention. Just leave a little blue border. Again, also such a beautiful image. This kit, it's really amazing, the images Christina found to put in here. All so beautiful. And I can always add something there or here, just to have it for more interest. I feel something sticky. No, not again, not anymore. Ooh, sorry. Ah, here. But that doesn't matter because it will be covered up. No, I have to pay attention that I'm. No. And I thought I like this here on this side. It brings it the blue up a bit. I like it more than like that. The glue on here. Yes, and now I hope that together with my daughter we can get my go on the potty, because she still has diapers and she doesn't want to go on the pot, on the little potty. So who knows, I can get her that far, but we'll see. One thing at a time. There are all so many changes for the children, because yeah, we come from a completely different country. Everything is different than here, and especially Liam, my grandson. He's doing great. I'm really amazed, but because he's a real thinker, it's really in his head, and he asks a lot about Lombok, my daughter told me, and yeah, it's quite something for children. In a way, they adapt pretty easy, but some time ago someone told me people say that very easily, but it's not always true for every child. And I was glad she said that, because yeah, everybody thinks it's no big deal at all. But yeah, for some children it is. He's a real thinker, so yeah. Because I cut this with the decal edge, the trimmer, it's never exactly the same from what I cut here and there. Then you have to paste them together and then cut. Then it's exactly the same, but yeah, it's not a problem. You can see it a bit, but I can cut it a bit, but I don't really mind. And this is, let's see if I can show you. You see just a tiny bit, but yeah, I don't think we have to watch it that closely. It's such a beautiful image. That's why I just left it. It's a collage page. It's exactly how I used it. And I thought, yeah, it doesn't need anything. Maybe a little something here later, but again, that can be something the recipient does. And then you have a lot of journaling space, and most of it is hidden. And it sits in the journal here. So this is where we were. This is the flip out we did. This I did off camera because I wanted to sew it. It's my texture paste wrapping paper. Very beautiful effect. And it's a tuck spot. And I just first glued it and then sewn around it. And on this side you can see the sewing a bit better. And on purpose I let that stick out for some interest. Then we come to this page. No, it's not the middle page yet. It's a beautiful handwriting book page. And here I have the image, and yeah, I didn't want anything to do with it. I don't want every item to be the same, to put wrapping paper behind it or something. Sometimes I just want to let the image speak, and I thought it would be nice. Again, the paper clip is stuck in the lace. And now let's see what the good side is. Yes, I want to put this here. There's something on there, yeah. And it's going to, oh. There's something on there, yeah. But the picture will be on there. I'm going to let that stick out a bit on the bottom, and then the image will be stuck down, yeah, over it. I'm going to use the art glitter glue because I can put just a tiny strip, a tiny bit, because it doesn't need much. The image is going over that. Yeah. So on the bottom of this image, I'm going to put this glue also. Yeah, I'm going to put it on the three sides. I could have used other glue because I'm mindful that this glue is expensive. And yeah, the glue I normally use for just crafting is from Action, a local chain here, and it's very cheap. And it glues very well, so it doesn't always have to be the expensive kind. I roughened the edges a bit, but not much. So let that dry, and then maybe later I'll put something in here, a tag, or maybe some book pages the recipient can use to craft. To craft in this journal. Again, such a beautiful image. And yeah, it's not always very creative, but most images don't need anything else. It's such a cute image. And just plays for some extra interest. Maybe a little dangle there later. We'll see. So this is here. And here we have a bit of interest with the sewing. Very beautiful against the script. And then there will be something in the pocket. Beautiful flower. Maybe something here. Not really sure. Maybe some embossing. Let's see, where is my embossing? Oh no, let's see if I have something I like. Maybe in the brown. This is an embossing I also really like. Just the dots, very simple. Yeah, against this, I do like it against this, just a bit. And I can cut that off. Just it lines a bit more, yeah, like that. Oh, I already stuck it on to make it more sturdy. I couldn't remember that I did that. I put it on book page to give it a bit more strength because it's very, where was it, loose? That's coming off. Yeah. Because this paper is very thin. I'm going to put the glue on there. And this I'm going to cut off a bit, but I don't know exactly until where, so I'm going to put the glue all over, so like that. I'm going to line it up against the middle. Yeah. Cut this off. To clean my scissors again, so the glue doesn't completely dry on there. Paper out of the way. Yeah, it gives it just the brown there and the brown here, and just some interest there. Curl that up a bit so it's a bit more uneven. Oh, this I have to glue because it's getting loose from the book page. Yeah. And this I want to leave. It's very, very old. I see it's tearing here also, so I have to put something there. But I already have a lot of that color, so I don't want to stick something here, but I want to leave it. It's so old and brittle, and yeah, I like the effect of that oldness. I just put in this card. I don't know if I'm going to leave it. It's a masterboard I made some time ago, and yeah, a card can go in here or some other ephemera. But there, I have to think about it because I don't want that again. No, this, a bit of this. I can do a bit of this. Let's see. Of course, it's not so obvious then. Oh, that's strange. The back side is like that. Now it blends in more, because that's very, yeah, I did that on purpose, of course, here, but I don't want it too much. So this blends in more. See if it is enough for this side. Let's see if I like that, if it's here also. No, I'm not going to do that. Don't know if that's going to stay, but for the rest I want exactly to leave it as it is. Here I don't know yet, and this is the next. It will be a long video, I hope you don't mind, but you can always fast forward a bit. I want to add this bag, and I'm going to decorate the bag. I want this in the middle, so I'm going to take this out. And now let's see that I do it correctly the first time, because I want to see the script on this side and a bit in the middle. Yeah, so I'm going to put glue there and glue it on there first. This is tea or coffee dyed, I don't exactly know, because I have everything, yeah, I have both, so I don't always know what it is. And I stamped it with a script stamp I have. I just stamped it myself. It's not sticking out, but I don't know if I can pull it again. Still pull it. And I inked around it so it stands out from the braille paper. I'm not losing my image. And now I can put glue here and put this on, and it's already folded, so I know that it has room to flip over. Yeah, a bit like that. Yeah, it's a typical, that's why I wanted to include it in here, because there are a lot of blues in the digitals also, so I thought it went well together. It's typical Dutch, a little typical Dutch bag. Yeah, in Amsterdam, more cities have these city houses and the mill and the ships and the cows, of course. So I love this bag. It's so beautiful. And the tulips. So, and you could put something in here, and I'm going to decorate it on top. And I just chose an image that goes very well with the blue. And again, I don't want to put too much underneath, because it takes away from the bag. You can see it on this side, of course, but I want to see the bag on this side also. And that's why I don't want to do anything more than just this. Very easy. It doesn't have to be rocket science every time, but just beautiful images and papers. And again, the edges, I roughen them up a bit, ink them, It's not always real visible, but you can see that it's not completely straight, and that's what I want most. Do I want a bit of color here? On my screen it looks alright with the lighting. In my room, in real, it's yeah, it looks like it's going to rain, but I don't know if it will. But the nice weather is okay with me. Still a very nice temperature, so that's fine. Let's see if I like that. No, I don't, because this is different script from that. It's I don't really like it. So hopefully I didn't open the bag. But I don't think I did with cutting that. No, I'm fine. Lucky me. And of course you can decorate it, the bag, with any image you like. So if you're Christmas crafting, then this is also a nice idea. You can use the same principle with a Christmas image. Go up a bit. That's the nice thing with packaging paper. You can, because it's very thin, you can curl it a bit and ply it a bit. Yeah, fiddling again. I don't think I will ever learn that. Stop doing that. Yeah, I really like it. It's really happy. And then you can do journaling here. Here I don't know yet, but then this page will come, so that's a lot of journaling space. This of course I want to leave, and here some ephemera can be stuck in. And that's the second signature, and I think on some little things, I think this will be finished, because then there will be enough room for journaling. As always, I'm very glad you watched my video and support my channel that way. If you like this video, I would love for you to subscribe, give a like or a comment. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next episode, in which I probably will tackle the third signature, maybe sew them in or sew them in off camera, because there are a lot of tutorials how to sew in signature. So thanks, and I will see you next time. Bye!